Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Amy at 333. This is your host, Amy Marino, owner of the Sanctuary on Cape Cod in Brewster, Massachusetts, now in beautiful Lemon Tree Village Shops on Route 6A. And I'm coming to you live today and every day at 333 during quarantine, bring you a little bit of peace. We can all get through this together. So today is a couple of special things. First of all, happy Earth Day out there to everybody. And also it is the new moon. So this is actually going to be our new moon special edition episode today. It is episode 8, April 22nd. And also later in the show, if you follow through to the end after our meditation, so actually we'll be doing a new moon meditation today as well as a new moon ritual in our chat, and then we'll be pulling from the oracle deck later if you follow through to the end from the Lightworker oracle today. All right, so again, thank you for joining. And today is the new moon. So the new moon represents the beginning of a cycle, and the full moon represents the closing or the clearing of and release of one. So we'll be chatting about, like I said, how to do a new moon ritual as well as a meditation. So first, before we start, I wanted to give a little shout out to Lemon Tree Shop, to the Cook Shop, to Cafe El Fresco, and all of the other amazing businesses that are now our new family over here in Lemon Tree Village. So since episode 1, we've been working on creating some sacred space outdoors. And over at Lemon Tree, right next door, they have the most amazing statues for indoors, outdoors. So maybe one of these little episodes when we're down at the sanctuary, we'll take a little peek over next door and you can kind of have a little sneak preview of some beautiful things that maybe you could get to incorporate into your own sacred space at home if you've been following along once we get all back reopened here and everything is opened back up. So just want to shout out to you guys. I love you guys. I know you've been tuning in, so miss you. Mwah. Can't wait to get reopened and see your faces again. Okay, so before we jump in, just a quick note, you can join Kelly Jacobson for live yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays now with us. So we have gentle yoga, 5:30 on Tuesdays, and the candlelit yin on Thursdays at 5:30 as well. You can find that information on our website, thesanctuarycapecod.com/yoga. And then other classes, Meet Archangel Gabriel is going to be Thursday night, the 23rd. Saturday, Creating Simple Spiritual Practices with me in the morning, and Learn to Read Oracle Cards in the afternoon at 1. We also have our Psychic Development class kicking off next Wednesday. That's a 6-week journey at 7, and I would love for you to join us for that. Those classes are all live via Zoom, so guess what? You can do them right from the comfort of your own home, and we can have some one-on-one mentoring, discussion, learning, growth, and development while we are all at home together. So thanks to all of you guys that are tuning in. I see some people tuning in and commenting on there. Wonderful to see all of you that have been tuning in each day, so thank you. Okay, so the new moon is a time of new beginnings, new cycles, planting the seeds of something that will then grow and sprout, gestate into, and then birth into existence. And so that is, and then manifest during that phase of the full moon. So that's really the cycle of the moon energy. Interestingly, in farming, the new moon is the time when the soil is most fertile and wet, and farmers and gardeners will often plant seeds at this time, right at the new moon, as the moon's lunar gravity will pull the water and the plants up. So that's really fascinating. But that new moon is considered a growth phase, so it's ideal time to plant seeds in our spiritual and energetic gardens as well. It's an invitation to start fresh each month when that cycle completes. To clarify our intentions as we kind of go along through that journey, and then decide again what we want and go through the process all over again, setting the tone for the next cycle in our experience. So like the moon, this is creating a magnetizing effect, pulling everything to you like gravity, like seedlings being drawn towards the moon's gravity and light. So you are drawing your soul's desires to you. So asking what we want can be a really powerful practice. And especially if we combine that with the practice of utilizing the natural energetic cycles of the planet. And wow, that can really get things moving. It can be a bit like swimming with the tide or against the tide energetically. So of course, utilizing the natural cycles of energy around us makes everything easier for creating what we really want. So speaking of what we really want, one of the things this practice calls for is for us to get clear about what it is that we do really want. And, really, when we're thinking of manifesting, we might be thinking of material things, or what we think we should want, or what we think others want for us. So we might need to dig around a little bit and go deep to discover what it is that is truly resonating with us in our hearts at this time. Maybe you've outgrown some of your dreams and wants and needs, or maybe you've settled into a comfort zone, and there's more, potential beyond what you can see right now. So this is why it's a beautiful time to reassess each and every month where we're at and what it is that we'd like to create for that next cycle coming up. So manifesting works based on the principles of emotion, which is really energy in motion. And we combine that with a powerful thought form. So it's your emotion or your passion, along with extended focus on a thought, that then creates that thought form and then manifestation. So where attention goes, energy flows. So this is where we're really putting our thoughts into where are we putting our energy and attention. And a reminder that it's important to be mindful of our thoughts, because really we are manifesting in every moment. So this is where we can begin to harness that natural magnetism that we already possess. We combine it with our will, passion, our intention, along with the energetic tides of the new moon. This can be a very potent recipe for us. So our meditation today, we're going to focus on discovering just one thing, and I'm going to take you kind of through that process. One thing that we want for ourselves in our life deep down, and visualize and manifest it, working with this new moon energy. And then we'll discuss a new moon ritual that you can follow up with in the next 48 hours while the energy is the most potent. All right, so we're going to start our meditation. So if you have your sage, if you guys have been tuning in, this is the time we get our sage out. And I have some just beautiful California white sage, loose leaf here. Get a little bit of that going. All right. It is still pretty cold and quite windy here in Cape Cod, by the way. Those of you tuning in from other places. All right, so as you can see, the sage is billowing. All right, so let's just take a nice breath together. Take a minute. If you'd like to join me, just feel yourself centering and grounding. Letting go. Any excess energy, tension, worry clearing away. I'm just going to bring that up around the head. Out. Okay. So I have set up, I brought out a few crystals for us actually for this meditation. And I'm just going to flip you guys around so you can take a peek. So today we are going to be working with this beautiful yellow E-note crystal bowl. This is made of quartz crystal, and it resonates, it's E-note, so this actually resonates with solar plexus, which is your point of personal power and divine will. So also this beautiful color resonating with the moonlight. So I thought this would be a perfect match for our meditation today. All right. We're calling in the protection and guidance of our highest divine self. Angels, guides, master teachers, Mother, Father, God. As we begin this meditation. like you to join me in imagining that you are standing in a field of wildflowers, and off in the distance, a glint of light catches your eye. You're compelled and drawn towards this light, which then begins to form into a beautiful, white crystalline spiral staircase. You begin journeying up the spiral, one step at a time. Slowly and surely, until you reach the top. You arrive in your sacred space, your etheric sacred garden, a place of rest, meditation, healing, with various areas that are all perfect for whatever is most needed for you right now. And within this sacred space, I want you to bring your attention, your awareness to a very special part, an actual garden within the sacred space. And though it is dark under that new moon, your way is guided with tall standing torches lighting the way. You find your way into this garden. And now gently find yourself focusing on one clear intention. Visualize it in every detail that you can. And then feel it in your body. How does it feel? Explore the possibilities with another option, another variation. How does it feel in your body? And when you get to that one that feels exactly right in your body, you should feel your heart chakra opening and expanding at the possibility. Now, see that there is a small seed in the palm of your hand. You gently cup that seed, placing your other hand over it. Now begin sending that seed unconditional love, without judgment or boundaries. Begin to feel that love flowing out of your heart, down your arms, out your hands with warmth, filling in the sacred seed. And now, gratitude for all it will become as you surrender it over to divine will. breathing deeply as you feel your heart overflowing with gratitude. Now, see and intend a spark from your solar plexus, a golden spark of light from the center of your body flowing out. See the spark of light carrying your will and your intention. This bright spark of light enters the center of the seed, filling it with your clear will and intent. When you feel this is complete and the light has completely filled the seed, see yourself planting it in the dark, moist ground, in the perfect spot, in a small wet hole of earth, waiting to encompass the seed under the darkness of the new moon. Fireflies flit around you as you cover the hole with soil. Take a moment to bless the sacred space and the seed. And thank Divine Source and your highest self for protecting, guiding, and cultivating the seed to full manifestation for your highest and best and all involved in accordance with the highest divine will. And potential of this intention. All right, and gently bringing yourself back when you're ready. Okay, so we are going to chat about following up with a little bit more of a ritual with this. All right, so as you guys know that have been tuning in, I've been issuing a few challenges to you guys out there. And my challenge today is to complete this new moon ritual that we've just begun right here now together. And again, this is a new moon comes in every 29 and a half days. So this is great ritual to incorporate into your monthly spiritual practice. And really you have about 48 hours once that new moon begins to really work with setting your intentions. Those are going to be the time when the energy is most potent for manifesting. And it's good to get in the habit of working within that 2-day time frame. You want to keep a couple of guidelines. Keep your new moon intention list items to 10. Because all 10 items can be, either based on the same idea or topic, or they could be different, focusing on different areas. But if you go more than 10, things can start to become scattered, less potent with the energy. So we want to keep things concise, clear, and simple. So we're going to ask you to stick to 10. And this is going to help you to get focused and clear through that process that we just used. So doing a little bit of that creative visualization, checking in with your body, really seeing how does it feel, does it resonate? And giving that a number on a scale of 1 to 10. 6 or less is a no-go. 7 or higher is a green light, but anything, the higher the number, the higher the level of your highest and best. So that's a good rule of thumb to follow. But when you find that one that really opens your heart and you start to feel it, or you become emotional, you know that is something that is really in alignment with your soul purpose, your highest and best. And so that's the process. So then making out your list as you go through, checking in on your heart space and your body. How does it feel? Those ones that resonate, make it to your top 10 list. Okay. Once you have your list, and again, you want to write that on paper. There is something much more energetically potent about actually using your pen, putting that intention to paper. You've partly manifested it actually into physical manifestation through words, through ink on wood and paper. So there's an energetic resonance and power to that. It's some of the beginnings of manifestation, bringing it into a physical sight of being able to be seen rather than just in your mind. So putting it onto the paper. And you can get a journal, actually, if you want to keep something and have it just for your moon intentions each month. And then at the end of the month, after the full moon, you want to check back in your journal and see, what did manifest, what did come to fruition. And then assess and analyze at the next cycle. If you want to change, adjust your list, clarify, take some things off. If there's something on there for a while that's not been manifesting, take it off the burner for a while, put something else in there. You can have big things, small things on your list. Another option is to write out a new moon check. So a lot of you have probably heard of this process as well. You can do that for yourself every month on the new moon. You make it out to yourself in any amount that you like. But I like the top 10 list because I feel like it gives the universe a little bit more to play with. So you're going to open that ritual with clearing your space, yourself. A simple prayer for clarity, wisdom, to hold space for yourself while you write out your list. You're going to take a few moments to breathe deeply, centering and grounding, releasing any tension out of your body. Hold your hands over your heart for a moment, feeling and hearing your own heartbeat. And this is when you get out your sheet of paper. Okay, write and date the following. This or something better now manifests for the highest good of all concerned. This gives the universe permission to work on our behalf and keep your manifestation karma free. You make out your list of top 10. You want to start each affirmative statement with I am. This is one of the most powerful statements that you can ever say. And you don't want to say I need or I want, as that will keep you needing and wanting. So for example, I am receiving all of the resources needed to sustain and grow my business right now. Or I am receiving all of the resources needed to sustain my family, keeping them healthy, safe, and thriving right now. Whatever it might be, start that statement with I am. And that will create powerful things in your life. Next, you want to feel that feeling of that wish and that desire being manifested to its highest and fullest. See it in your mind's eye in every detail, until you can really feel what that feels like. Then you're checking in. Does it resonate in the body? If it doesn't feel right, don't put it down on the list. Okay. And then move on to your next visualization. So once your meditation is over, you also, really you want to allow yourself to explore possibilities and to dream big with this. The glass ceiling that's been holding you back has exploded. There's nothing but sky and endless possibilities right now. So you say a simple prayer of gratitude at the end of your meditation to close the ritual, to godly, heavenly, universal, angelic, or soul assistance. stating, I am open to receiving all blessings, great and small, the universe is sending my way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathe out deeply several times to close your ritual. Put your new moon intention list away until next month. And you can put it in your wallet. You can keep it in your journal. You can put it on an altar, adding crystals to it to energize and power your intention. So whatever feels intuitively right to you. And when you go to revisit your journal at the next new moon, again, revisiting your list. If there's an item that has come into reality, manifestation, mark it in your moon journal. Thank the universe. Feel that gratitude in your heart, as that is what attracts and draws more and more blessings to you. All right, so if we are talking about, so that's our new moon ritual. So I'm going to challenge you to take what we've done here today in our ritual and to go ahead and complete that in the next 48 hours while the energy of this new moon is really potent. We're going to chat just for a second about crystals. Quartz really is going to be one of the best crystals to use for manifesting your intentions because of its strong amplification energy. Think of it as a megaphone strapped to your intentions, or a booster antenna, just amplifying that intention out into the universe. We discussed quartz more in depth in episode 5. And other crystals that would be great for this could include citrine, labradorite, which you can see I've put down here. And I've got some golden quartz there as well, and apophyllite, all great stones. So you can, actually, I'm going to flip you back around here to say hello. Okay, great. So speaking of the episodes, you can actually tune in if you have missed any, you'd like to catch up or review some of that crystal chatter information. And you can go to, someone is asking also about the classes I see on the comments. So, and hello, thank you to the new faces that are just joining us. I see someone tuning in from Massachusetts and some people that have been tuning in each day. So thank you again. But just quickly, you can find these episodes on our Facebook page, The Sanctuary Cape Cod, as well as the website, thesanctuarycapecod.com. And someone was asking about the Zoom classes, where you can find those. So if you go to thesanctuarycapecod.com/classes, there is the full listing with class descriptions, information, and registration links for those Zoom classes that are all coming up. I mentioned a few of them at the beginning, but there's more that are posted on there that will be held throughout the upcoming weeks and months. Okay, so that concludes that segment. We are going to finish off with our oracle card of the day. So just to remind you, we are working with the Lightworker oracle deck today. I love Alana Fairchild. Her decks are amazing. Everyone continues to amaze and does not disappoint. Spot on, super deep. If you are a person that likes the very meaty, chunky type of cards, these are great. Any of her things, really. So just to expedite things a little bit, just before we came on, I asked and intended for a card for the group today. Positive affirmative message. And the card that came in is number 37, the heart transmission. So I thought this was sort of very fitting for today, because we've been really talking about manifesting and about gratitude and about, connecting with that space within our heart to clarify what it is that our soul really wants, as well as to then magnetize it to us through gratitude and gratefulness. So a beautiful card for today, and I'll just show that again, the heart transmission. So there is an additional message in here, and I'll read that to you. In conclusion today, it says, your heart is capable of not only giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a great network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. Through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you open to your heart and to receiving these transmissions, your ability to work with group consciousness in a loving way increases. You shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. And just a great note too, when we are feeling overwhelmed, especially at this time when there's so much going on in the world, fear, uncertainty, chaos. Really, when you're feeling overwhelmed, taking that moment to connect in with your heart space. Put your hands over your heart. Feel your breathing, feel your heartbeat, listen to the sound of it for a few moments, and bring yourself back to the present moment, now, here and now. All right, so that is our show for today. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. And again, we'll hope to see you tomorrow at 333 and every day during quarantine. Again, you can tune into our website, thesanctuarycakepot.com, for more information on me, all of the classes, everything that we are doing there. And we love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 333. Blessings.